It's me, Adora Stephanie Modo, and welcome back to Real Talk by ADA. I'm that voice that wants to have conversations that you think about but do not want to have, especially in public. Today on Real Talk by ADA, I want to be talking about a topic that has been very prevalent in my book reading tours I've been having lately. It's a very, very interesting topic, and it's something that we all need to talk about or think about deeply, especially if you're not married and you're looking into going to a marriage. So what I want to understand is, what are your key determinants for who you choose to spend the rest of your life with? Lately, I've noticed that a lot of people tend to be getting married, especially at both 30 to 35, purely because of time. Age. For women, you hear the things about your biological clock is ticking. You hear things like you need to get married because everybody else is married. You don't want to be left over. You don't want to have to pick from the leftovers and all sorts of ridiculous conversations. Or you pretty much just want to please your parents. Something I've realized in this generation, and I've talked about this in previous conversations and previous topics that I've brought up, is the high rate of divorce cases in our generation, and in especially our age ranges. If you're within the age of 25 to 45, the chances of divorces or the rates of divorces are very high. And now the question is why? I think it's pretty much because a lot of people go into marriages for the wrong reasons. And I've heard a lot during my book reading tours, and one of the things that have been constantly on repeat is the fact that a lot of people go into marriages and who are not even friends. People jump into marriages for the very, very wrong reasons. People jump into marriages to fulfill other people's expectations and needs and wants of them, and not of their own needs and expectations. We've heard about how people were great in the beginning and changed, how people were bad in the beginning and became better. It's all a risk. One thing I've heard, and I think is paramount, is the fact that God is really the only guarantee to what we go into, and you need to put him first. You need to seek the face of God. Some people have said some very important things, like you need to love yourself and do you. I know, yes, the pressures are there. I know time is of the essence. However, if you focus on yourself and continually grow in your own self and space and what you want to do and expect of your life, you walk into your partner. How true that is, I'm not so sure, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So if you're focused on growing yourself and being a better version of yourself, you will find a partner who fits into that future you've made for yourself. However, if you go around chasing that partner and everything you want, you might miss it. One thing I've also heard a lot is that love is not enough. Now, I would like to hear from you guys. Is love really enough to go into a marriage, or is it just a good foundation to have? Because a lot of people have said that when you look into marriage with the eyes of being in love, it's never really sustainable. I would love to really hear from people, because I'm one big promoter of love. I think love is a beautiful thing. I think it's amazing to be in love and find someone who you truly love. However, I've also heard that, love is just a facade. is a feeling, is a thought in your head. Although I believe that love is a decision, and when you choose to love someone, you decide to love them against all odds. However, what does love really mean to you? That's another thing. A lot of people have said love is different to different people. So until you understand the definition of love and what it means, really beyond what it means to you particularly, then you can fully grasp the idea of whether it's enough to go into a marriage with just love or other predominant factors are necessary. I would love to hear from you guys really on what other factors are paramount to you before you decide to go into marriage, and whether love is really an ingredient or just the only ingredient, or just an ingredient, or even if it's not an ingredient entirely to go into a marriage. This our generation needs help, guys. We really need to do better. We really need to have less divorce rates. We really need to make marriages go back to the institution that our parents believed in, and pretty much just don't be rushed or pushed into something that we're not totally ready for. I would love to see a society, a generation, a country that people actually fall in love truly because they're good friends, they love each other, they respect each other, and they want to see each other blossom to be the best they can be. Until then, I think we should just stay and develop ourselves better. Until I come your way again, it's me, Adora Stephanie Modo, on Real Talk by ADA. I love you all. Thanks for subscribing, and, continue to be true to yourself. The worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. I love you all. God bless you, and take care of yourself till I see you again, or hear from you again, or talk to you again. Bye.